The next section is critical assumptions, which is a really simple concept, but there are a few good examples in the book that help to illustrate it. Critical assumptions. So I'll just get into the example and we'll go from there. The example in the book talks about an entrepreneur who wants to open up a yoga studio. And it looks through some of the costs of doing that, which is like renting space for the yoga studio, buying some equipment up front. Maybe there's some ongoing charges per month for employee costs, various things. It sets about all the parameters that would make this business work, and then it goes on and identifies, in order for that business to be successful, what sort of revenue would need to happen, and what are the assumptions that I'm making when I assume those revenue projections. So you come up with some number like, I need to make X dollars per month in revenue in order to be profitable and pay for these things. And in order to do that, I need, let's say, $100 membership fees to be purchased by 200 people, and I need 10 people per month to come in randomly, and they're going to pay, I don't know, $30, whatever yoga costs. No clue. So the important thing here, though, is that you're going to try to project some scenario. In this case, we're talking about revenue. And that scenario can be boiled down to pretty critical assumptions. And if those assumptions are not held true, then obviously the situation won't come to be. But the point of critical assumptions, which is an obvious concept, what the book says is that these are helpful the more specific they are. So if you can really identify that you need people to pay $100 for membership, you could actually test that. And there are different ways of testing it, and we'll get into that other chapters, but that's a specific assumption that you can talk about intelligently. So specific helps. Rather than sort of saying, yeah, I think I can make a revenue of X dollars per month, that's not a very specific assumption, and it's not very testable. But when you get down and drill into the specifics, now you can actually quantify the risk there, whether other yoga shops are selling similar type memberships, and whether those yoga shops will be similar to yours. So hopefully that paints the picture that critical assumptions, we know what they are. We want to get specific. We want to understand them, be able to test them, and speak to them intelligently.